Hello there. There are rides at Disney that make you laugh, that make you smile, that make you cry. There are rides that make you feel calm, that are thrilling. There are rides that are emotional and inspiring. There are rides that make you laugh. And then there are rides that pretty much grab you by the shoulders and yell at you the entire time. Today, I'm at Disney's Animal Kingdom to say and bid farewell to one of the loudest, one of the darkest, most unhinged and potentially scary attractions that Disney has ever created. DinoSAUR. What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of The Single Rider. Single Rider. Yes. All right, so we're gonna make our way over to DinoSAUR. So we wanna check out what the crowd levels are like. It's the closing day. Today is the final day that you can ride DinoSAUR. It closes officially tomorrow, February 2nd, 2026. So by the time you're watching this, it's too late, folks. One of the last times we're gonna be going through DinoLand U.S.A. This view has changed considerably in the past 30 years. When this park opened in May of 1998, this looked very much different. Very, very much different. Now you can see them making way for the tropical Americas. Opening date TBD, as they say, but it is going vertical. You can see the crane. There's work being done behind these walls. It's even bigger on the inside, it says. And up ahead here is a painting of what is to come in the tropical Americas. Be looking forward to that. But we have to make our way over. We're taking the long way around. Before we used to be able to go straight through there, but they have since walled it completely off. And now we must take the long way around. One of the last times we'll ever see this sign. Oh. Oh yes, welcome to Walt Disney World, everybody, where you can look to your right and your left and see nothing but walls. Walt Disney World. That's right, you were not going back in time to observe dinosaurs. You were racing against an extinction level event, and with full knowledge that the asteroid was already on its way. Obviously the plot was changed a little bit later to make it a little bit less intimidating and less scary for the littles. But initially when the ride opened, that's essentially what was going on. Like, you knew it was going to be a chaotic ride, and it was quite terrifying. Now, one thing about dinosaurs that didn't promise comfort, or joy for that matter, one thing that DinoSAUR did promise was chaos. All right, we have rounded the corner of what once used to be the Boneyard and DinoLand U.S.A. And here is a rendering of what will be replacing DinoSAUR. And, you know, I'm not like opposed to Indiana Jones coming here. I think it fits well into the theme of, you know, maybe tropical Americas. I mean, Indiana Jones is a beloved character, and I'm excited for him to grace us with his presence here at Animal Kingdom. I just hope that the ride is different from what is in Disneyland. Obviously the track here, if you didn't know, the track for Indiana Jones and DinoSAUR, they share the exact same track layout. And Disney did that to save on developmental costs. Looks to be a nice healthy line to meet Donald Duck today. And we are gonna go inside Restaurantosaurus later, hopefully have our last supper there. But let's get on over to DinoSAUR and check it out. Possibly not really a well-known fact about this whole area is that McDonald's was the I guess commercial sponsor of DinoLand U.S.A. back in the day when they opened. In fact, Restaurantosaurus served a modified McDonald's menu, like double cheeseburgers, french fries, chicken nuggets, you know, all the typical McDonald's staples. Here we go. We got some crowds here, more than I've seen in the weeks leading up to this. And it's still pretty early in the day. It's 9:30 in the morning. Here we go. Here we go. We have our signage we got to get a shot of here. It says dark places and scary dinosaurs. There you go. There's your first clue. This is not something we normally see, a big red letter sign that says warning. It says scary dinosaurs. They are scary. They didn't introduce their dinosaur movie IP until later on to hopefully attract some younger riders. All right, we're gonna hop in the standby line. Currently a 40-minute wait. That's not too bad. Give us a chance to check out some of the queue. Making our way through the queue. We have a raptor. Oh, look at this little guy. We have a T-Rex.
We have a T-Rex.
Here he is, the T-Rex himself. I find it odd that this T-Rex is out here, given that there is no actual T-Rex in the entire ride. When Disney's Animal Kingdom opened in 1998, this ride, in fact, wasn't called Dinosaur. It was called Countdown to Extinction. Little did they know how accurate that description was. The ride itself was never smooth, it was rough, it was loud, and it absolutely refused to apologize. And here we enter the main waiting room, which of course looks a lot like the movie Jurassic Park. Getting lots of Jurassic Park vibes in here. In fact, this dinosaur that you see here was modeled after a real T-Rex that they found, but they put a Carnotaurus head on it rather than a T-Rex head, because in all reality, the Carnotaurus was a lot smaller than a T-Rex. So that is why they used a T-Rex body and put on a Carnotaurus head. And above here we have the planet Earth. And you can see that tube there. If you go on the lightning lane side, you can see a light every so often, which represents the asteroid coming to extinct all the dinosaurs. So it's a little bit more scary back then. It's a little bit more subdued now, obviously. But really fun to kind of come in here. It feels like a museum. You've got like the different levels of the Earth mixed in with fossilized bones. One thing that I think a lot of people don't even know and realize is that the idea that the entirety of DinoLand U.S.A. wasn't like supposed to be like a pristine museum. It was basically like the old, like the roadside attraction, which looked like, you know, the carnival. It's all gone now. Obviously, they've demoed all that over a year ago, but to build Tropical Americas. But the whole idea was that you had the research facilities, which is where we are right now. And then because of the popularity, and they tried to get a lot of people to come visit the Dino Institute, is they threw up the temporary carnival on the other side of the street. And that's why it kind of looked like it was in a parking lot, because it was meant to look like it was just like slapped together. And I think a lot of people don't actually understand or have even heard that part of the story. They just kind of assume they're two kind of separate ideas, but they're all in fact trying to tell one story together. So that's pretty cool. You probably can't hear right now, but there is a voiceover going on, and it's actually the science guy. I think his name was Will, the science guy, or something like that. And he's narrating in here right now, but you can't hear anything because it's quite loud in here with all of the fun folks getting their final ride here on DinoSaur. And I think a lot of people don't even know is that this is actually a T-Rex skeleton. Not a real one, but modeled after a real one. And the head is actually from a Carnotaurus. Obviously the main dino that's tormenting you throughout the attraction is the Carnotaurus. You can see those little horns on the head. In fact, in reality, the Carnotaurus was a lot smaller than a T-Rex. So they put it on the body of a T-Rex here to make it seem more formidable and dangerous and scary, and very, very scary. Yes, very scary. And I just got onto the My Disney Experience app, and the wait is already up to 140 minutes right now. So this is definitely going to be my final ride, at least right now. My family might come a little bit later. More people. We're going in. We're going in. We're going in. The final time. The final time. The final ride. The final race to extinction.
In a perfect blending of science and technology, the Dino Institute has created the Time Rover, an amazing vehicle that will literally transport you to the age of the dinosaurs. How? That's right. But the result is a breathtaking journey through a prehistoric world where you will witness the most spectacular creatures to ever walk the earth. In a moment, you'll be going live to our control center for a comprehensive safety briefing, and then it's on to the tour that will convince you forever that the future is truly in the past.
Hello there. Welcome to our little trans-dimensional joyride, folks. I'm Dr. Seeker, your friendly controller, and a heck of a paleontologist, if I do say so myself. But let's not talk about me, let's talk about you, and how you can help me make history today with the Time Rover. It's like this. If I can bring you back from the Cretaceous period, it stands to reason that I can bring back a live dinosaur with you. And not just any dinosaur. Take a look at this guy. He's an iguanodon, and I'm certain that he is the key to understanding these magnificent creatures. I tagged him with a locator during an unauthorized field trip. Otherwise, I'd be traveling with you. Right now, our dino should be about here, at the very end of the Cretaceous period. That's where you're going today.
I've arrived, it seems, just in time to correct a little misstatement.
Dr. Marsh.
That is impossibly close to the giant asteroid impact that destroyed most life forms on Earth. Our tours are designed to take you to the early Cretaceous period. And I can assure you that all time rovers have been securely locked on those coordinates.
That's right. See? Securely locked. Access denied.
Continue.
Of course. We were just talking about seatbelts. Plug them in. Use them. It can get kind of choppy out there, so keep your hands and arms inside the vehicle at all times. Flash photography? I wouldn't. It alters the homing signal, and that's not good. Oh, and one more thing. Those locked coordinates? We're in. Now, here's the drill. You follow the homing signal to the iguanodon, then I'll enlarge the transport field, and boom, you're back with one additional passenger extra large. And don't worry about that asteroid. You'll be in and out of there before it even breaks the atmosphere. Trust me, what could go wrong? Hey, it's me again. Remember, only you guys are going on this special mission, so don't tell anyone, okay?
All right, we won't tell anybody. And we're faced with yet another warning sign. Look out, everybody. Oh, one of my favorite hidden Easter eggs inside of the loading bay area is the piping, as you see, going across the ceiling here. You can see we have a white, a red, and a yellow representing mayonnaise, ketchup, and mustard. As we know, the sponsor for this original attraction was McDonald's, and that is a subtle hint, nod to the recipe of mayo, ketchup, and mustard. So there they are. Mayo, ketchup, and mustard right there. Oh yes. And as you can see, it runs through the entire loading bay area. And then also these flags, these banners, it says the future, because that is where we are right now. But when we come back on the opposite side, it says the past. Here we go, down into the loading area. You can see those mayo, ketchup, and mustard tubes lining the walls up over here as well. Oh, so sad. This is the last time I'm descending into the loading area. We've got flashing lights, but the Dino Institute welcomes us for one final ride. As you can see here, it says the past on this side of the banners. Once again, we have our ketchup, mayo, and mustard, but on these tubes, you can see there's some letters on there. That's actually the formula for ketchup, mustard, and mayonnaise. The secret is out. See you later, guys.
Time travel commencing in T-minus 10 seconds and counting.
This is Seeker. Listen up. We've got to get in, grab the iguanodon, and get out before that asteroid hits. Let's roll!
No, we're going back in time.
Okay, now, let's go get that dino. Computer, what are you tracking?
Styracosaurus.
Not our dino.
Ew, nasty.
Identify!
Carnotaurus.
That's not him.
Definitely not our dino. Go, go, go!
Impact in 90 seconds.
We better move it. Computer, now what?
Carnotaurus.
That's it! Abort mission!
Oh, no.
Abort! Abort!
Iguanodon.
Forget it! Get them out now!
Asteroid impact.
Brace yourself! This is it! They're not gonna make it! They're not gonna make it!
Mission accomplished.
We made it.
You made it! I knew you would, and guess who made it back with you? I better find it before security does. Thanks for everything!
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You don't get off that ride feeling relaxed or calm. You get off feeling like you've just been through a war zone. You've been shaken, almost dropped a couple of times. But we survived, and we brought back our friend, the iguanodon. Yes, yes, I'll miss you, dinosaur. I'll miss you. I love this old school poster of people. Take home a keepsake of your trip to the Cretaceous era today. I wonder if we forget if we can go back in the past and remind ourselves to grab the picture, you know, in the future or in the past. One last look at the loading area. I had to come back one more time and just say hello and farewell to Dinosaur. Taking a look at all the last minute merch available. We have our little backpacks, our little puppets, dinosaurs. Lots of people buying their stuff. And of course, my favorite, we basically have the George Washington of dinosaurs mounted on the wall, being the Carnotaurus. A few hats left over, that's about it. Hello there. Check out the ride vehicle. For a dinosaur, it's a little radio-controlled car. And they have a limit, 5 per guest. Who would ever buy 5 of these things? I guess people will probably resell them. A lot of people will probably buy these and resell them, sadly. The hidden Mickey on this guy.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what
I know it's on a, I think I've seen it before, but.
Right here, closer. So get close over here. And then you will see a shadow. Look, right here, right here.
Okay. I mean, I see like those.
No, it's here. It's here.
Yeah, okay, it's like really in there.
Right
He's hidden in there. And here we have the hidden Mickey, hidden within the Carnotaurus himself. There it is, in all of its glory. All right. Yeah, in fact, back in the day, these signs here used to have like a logo for McDonald's. I think these are all reprinted, removing the McDonald's sponsorship. And of course, our Aliramus eating a gator of some kind, or another dinosaur. Poor little guy. He's been being eaten for 28 years. I've been being eaten by this guy. Gotta come over and say goodbye to Sue one last time. If you didn't know, this is a replica of one of the most complete T-Rex skeletons ever found. I think it was in South Dakota by an archaeologist or paleontologist named Sue. Can't remember her last name, but that's why they named it Sue. And this is a model based off of that. Now, as I sit here reminiscing about all my memories on Dinosaur throughout the years, dating all the way back, I'm just maybe a little bit melancholy right now. I'm feeling a little bit sad, and I don't really know why. And I'm just like kind of bummed out about it, and I really wish I could go do something to lift my spirits. And if there was one thing that could lift my spirits, it would be, let me think about it. Whoa. What should I do, Dinosaur?
Well, I think you should go ride and visit my friend, the Disco Yeti.
The Disco
Yeti, over at Expedition Everest. Yes. Yes.
As I sit here, I also had to show off my really cool Countdown to Extinction shirt right here. Check it out in all of its glory. Had to wear it in remembrance to commemorate this historic day of going on expedition the last time ever. February 1st, 2026 will go down as a date of infamy. The day dinosaur became extinct officially.
Did someone say extinct?
Thanks for the memories, Dinosaur. And thanks for never taking it easy on us. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Keep being awesome. Be true to yourself. But first, Expedition Everest. Let's go.